And good evening to you. I'm Mark Mullins. Amanda is off tonight. New at 11. If you had dinner with your family tonight, you may be one of the lucky ones. Hunger is a real problem for thousands of families here in the Hoosier state, and the problem became worse during the pandemic. According to Feeding America, 42 million people, including 13 million children, may experience food insecurity this year. And WRTV's Cameron Ridle found a place where that need for food has been on full display as families line up for a weekly drive-through food drive.
This is usually how it is every Tuesday morning. We start off with a big crowd, and it usually takes us about an hour to get through them.
When the pandemic started more than a year ago, volunteers at the Indianapolis Urban League, like David Gray, would have never predicted that 13 months later, their weekly food drive distribution would still be feeding families.
This is week 55, so 55 weeks. Honestly, at the end of every month that we've done this for the first few months, I figured that was going to be the end. And the next week, they'd be like, no, we're keeping it going.
For the past year, Gray has had an up-close look at the effects of the pandemic, with the line of cars serving as a gauge on the damage done. Regardless of the time of year or even weather, the Indianapolis Urban League has distributed food supplies to roughly 600 families for 55 Tuesdays in a row.
The amount of people that come has changed, but, you know, the difference is the first couple months we were done within the first hour, 2 hours. Now it's the first 3 or 4 hours. But we always end up running out of food because the need is so great.
While the Urban League didn't set out to host 55 consecutive food drives, there is no plan to stop now. As long as the community has a need, you can find the Urban League and volunteers like Gray offering their help.
When you come here, we don't ask any questions. We don't ask anything other than how many people are in your household and what zip code you live in. So if you need assistance, there's nothing wrong. That's why we're here. We're here to help you.
Cameron Ridle, WRTV.
The Urban League works with groups like Gleaners and Second Helpings to host its distribution every Tuesday at 10 a.m. It takes place behind the League's headquarters on Indiana Avenue.